Well, hello, my besties. Here I am, your usual cheerleader. We always talk about aging. And I am a proponent of pro-aging because, we always say anti-aging. You'll notice there are a lot of videos about women showing how to look younger, 20 years younger, why anti-aging is this and that. But come to think of it, and we have to split the script. Let's change it, ladies, because aging is normal. It is natural. It's something that we shouldn't be afraid of. It's something that we shouldn't stop because it's gonna happen. The wrinkles are gonna come, the jowls are gonna show, the number 11 is gonna show up, our cheeks gonna go down, whatever, everything is gonna go down, right? Our belly is gonna become big. Everything is normal. And it's not really something that we should regret about because we've been there. We were young once. We were firm. And now it's time to relax a little bit. Pun intended, relax a little bit. But yes, I'm here to actually inspire you all to love your years. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jackie D. I am 63 years old and I am always here to remind you to love your age. Whatever stage you are in, whether you're in your 50s or 60s or 40s, the thing is we are all getting older every year. And it's something that we can look forward to. Do something that makes you happy. As we approach our older years, we gotta keep doing things that make us happy. Whether it's doing your passion, whatever it is, painting or dancing or hiking, or whether it's fashion, makeup, I have some makeup videos, or just looking good, feeling good, skincare, hairstyle, anything that boosts your morale. Keep doing that because that's how we enjoy life as it comes. So, as I promised, today we're talking about pro-aging because, we should really change the word. Anti-aging is like antibiotics, antibacteria. These are all like talking about illnesses, and we're not sick just because we're older, right? We are just earning some wisdom. The reason why I want to encourage every woman or girl out there to not be afraid to grow old is because aging means that we've reached another year in our life. Anti-aging is not the enemy. Sometimes social media shows women trying to have Botox or surgery, facelift, and everything else because it gives a connotation that we don't look as good. That just because we're older, we're not as desirable. And so we have to fix ourselves. There's really nothing to fix because this is us. I used to have firmer skin when I was 21, 23, and even when I was in my 40s. But that's fine. I've been there. And the thing is, because we have reached this age, it means that we are lucky. We are blessed because there are a lot of people who have not reached this age to be able to say, I'm grateful to be here, right? We have a lot of reason to be thankful. And that's what our goal is today, to forget about all the negative connotations of anti-aging. What does pro-aging really mean? As the prefix goes, pro, meaning supportive, meaning positive, meaning you're with them, right? Pro-aging doesn't mean that, okay, you're just going to ignore the fact, just let the wrinkles go no. Pro-aging means you're also taking care of yourself, but you are more positive about the years. Pro-aging doesn't mean that we're going to just ignore the signs. Okay, I'm just going to dress up like this. I'm just going to not take care of myself because I'm getting older anyways. I've been there, done that. Pro-aging means that we are accepting our years in a very positive way, that we will keep on going. We'll keep on improving ourselves because every year is something new. We learn new things every day. As they say, we all are not perfect. And for me, imperfection doesn't mean being flawed. Imperfection just means that we're not complete. There's a lot of things that we can still do to become better. So it's always upward. We're always looking at something good, right? And that's how we should look at pro-aging. Because if we loved ourselves last year, if we loved ourselves 10 years ago, we should also love ourselves today. There are things that we could no longer do, like, bungee jump or whatever, or like dance for 10 hours. But there are also things that we can do that we didn't like to do when we were younger. For example, we can relax more. We can chill a little bit because we have other priorities. We have other things that we love now. We love going to the park or just watching the birds, the butterflies, or just taking care of our garden, or, looking at our wardrobe and seeing, oh, maybe I could change my collar a bit. Oh my gosh, I like lines more now. It really depends on what you love. It really depends on your taste and what makes you feel good about yourself at your age. That's what I mean by pro-aging. It's discovering new things that you love and seeing a new version of yourself, right? And then that way, you're always excited every day. You're not fretting the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm 1 year older. Oh my God, no, I can't do this. Well, no. We're excited because we're going to be a brand new woman. I love dancing. I am a very animated person, as you can tell. I can't just talk like this. No, I have to move. And did you know that movement or mobility is medicine? Medicine. So if you don't want to end up drinking lots of medicines to stay healthy or to heal you from some illnesses, be active, be mobile, move, because that's a secret to feeling young, right? Pro-aging is showing up for yourself and telling the world that, hey, I'm that woman. I am 63 years old. I'm not 23, but I'm that powerful, wiser woman. I aged beautifully. I aged positively and gracefully. So now I'm going to share some tips. How do we age gracefully, right? How do we face the years with gratitude and positivity? I was just watching a podcast and it said that being negative is the normal mindset. And come to think of it, I was going like, yeah, you know why? It's easier to be negative. It's easier to say, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm not in the mood. Oh, it's fine. I'm not really up to it. It's easy to find excuses. It's harder to stay positive because being positive will need some focus. It'll need some determination that, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it today. I'm not going to say no. It's sunny. I'm going to go out there and go for a walk. I'm going to put my socks on, pick up my runners, and I'm going to go out for a run. It takes some motivation. So that's why I believe being negative is more natural. It's like a default. But we can always work towards being positive. So how do we become positive if we're feeling so many pains or we're weaker, we're not very motivated? Number one is we have to have a healthy body. I always talk about being healthy because I used to weigh close to 150 pounds. And at that time, I was drinking 2 kinds of medications, anti-cholesterol and anti-hypertension. I could hardly put on my shoelace because I could hardly reach for my shoes, right? And so I started being healthy in 2017. I went to the gym and changed our eating lifestyle. So I still weigh 118 pounds, When I'm at my heaviest, I'm 120, but see, I'm only 5'1.5", so I better stay there, right? But otherwise, the thing is, I feel healthy. That's the goal. It's not so much about looking good or looking slim or, curve, whatever. It's more about feeling healthy, feeling strong, waking up alive and not having any headaches or not feeling very down or low, but feeling invigorated first thing in the morning and still feeling very energized at night. Drink water, lots of water. It's not just plain water. Sometimes you can put a little lemon, a slice of lemon, so that your water tastes a little bit better, right? Or when you drink coffee, I love coffee. And for me, it really boosts my metabolism. I read about that many years ago, that coffee boosts your metabolism. But you don't want to have a lot of sugar, especially when you're just starting your day. You don't want to put sugar in your body because sugar is very bad. That's how you get inflammation, inflammation. So when I drink my first cup of coffee in the morning, I drink it black. Black. Well, number one, drink it very, very hot. Well, not too hot to burn your tongue, right? But drink it hot because black coffee is yummy when it's hot. Now, if you want some taste to remove the bitterness, sprinkle some salt. And if you want to put that added sass, yumminess, sprinkle some cinnamon. There you go. But yes, it is doable. You can have your coffee and then you have some water there, right? Don't drink juice from the bottle or from those Tetra Pak because then there's lots of sugar already there. Squeeze your own fruit juice, right? You can get a lot of water from there. Water is hydration and it helps with your skin. When we're older, we lose that luster in our skin. But when you drink lots of water, it plumps you up. It gives you a little bit of a glow, right? And I was mentioning earlier about mobility. Yes. And I always will recommend that. Move your body. You know what I noticed? Because I do the treadmill and because I dance, I do Zumba or whatever. When you move your limbs, you do more cardio. You sweat faster and you really burn your calories faster. Because if you just walk on the treadmill, and I do walk on the treadmill, I'll notice I'm starting to sweat. But see, I don't get that cardio feeling faster than if I was really doing my exercises, my movements, stretching my limbs and all of that stuff. So when you're jogging, move that, right? And do this even when you're running or even when you stand. If you work full-time, in the office, you stand for a little bit and then do some exercises. Moving your limbs makes it faster for you to actually burn calories. That's my personal tip because I notice that works. So move. Even when you're sitting down, move your legs. Did you know that raising your legs helps burn fat fast? Even when you're sitting down, raising them because you're apparently moving your calves, they help you burn more calories. So there you go. Movement. Laugh every day. I have my lines here, my crow's feet and all, and you'll notice some of my videos are really, really close up because sometimes they're very simultaneous. I just want to start talking, and so it's okay to laugh. They say that laughter is the Botox of the soul. Well, I want to have some Botox of the soul. Not necessarily Botox on the face, because Botox on the face, then your muscles don't move, right? And then people know if you have Botox because, as they say, when you have Botox, you can't move your muscles anymore, right? So, I want to be able to move my muscles, right? So, Botox of the soul sounds better because when you're happy inside, it shows. When you're positive inside, when you're contented inside, it shows on your face. It shows in your demeanor. It shows in your attitude, your outlook in life. It shows in the way you talk to people. And it makes you more patient, honestly. When you are in pain or when you're not very positive, I think you're more impatient, right? Positivity makes you more compassionate and, empathetic. I know this is now all about the face, all about the skin. But yes, skincare. Like, we can never do without skincare. When I was younger, I didn't even put moisturizer, because when I was younger, we lived in the Philippines. My family moved to Canada in 2001. So we've been here for 24 years. I didn't use moisturizers in the Philippines because the Philippines is humid. You sweat all the time. You're talking and you're sweating. You're eating and you're sweating. Like, honestly, especially in the summer, it would be so hot that I would take a shower 2 or 3 times a day. And I tell you, after my shower, while I'm toweling off, my sweat is following. You're toweling off and your sweat is starting because it's just so hot. So that's why we have that natural nourishment, natural moisturizer in the Philippines. But here in Canada, no, it's dry. You have to take care of your skin more. And you'll notice because you'll feel it's dry, right? So be generous when it comes to taking care of yourself. Toner, moisturizer, sunblock, vitamin C, hydrate your skin, and do it in the morning, do it at night. Use castor oil. I use castor oil. Use oils. And I'm not here to sell Blissy. I do have a pair of Blissy pillowcases. I got my daughters a Blissy pillowcase each because silk is not harmful to the skin. Cotton will absorb the moisture, but silk won't, because obviously it's silk. It's very smooth, and of course, it's not as absorbent as cotton, right? So your skin stays moisturized. I'm going to put some links in the description to the products that I'm talking about. Like right now, I'm not going to talk about a lot of skincare products because we're talking about aging and pro-aging. But yeah, I'll have a link to Blissy down below. I am an Amazon affiliate. So when you buy using my link, I do earn a little commission. So not as much, but it's still a commission, right? Glow from within. As I mentioned, being positive inside shows in your face. It gives you that aura, and it makes you look very approachable because you're not like gloomy and just like, don't talk to me kind of thing, but you're like, I'm looking for people to talk to. I think that's me. Like, people come to me, and even when I'm carrying some stuff, like, yeah, okay, I can help you. Yeah, what you doing? How you doing? Yeah, things like that. Because I love talking to people. I'm inherently interested in learning about people. But see, glow from within and always feel that you are valuable, that you're contributing something to the world. Always feel that, look, you're important and that things are going to be different if you're not around. Always think that way. Sometimes we feel that we're not valuable. Sometimes we feel that we're being ignored, that we're not doing enough, that we're not good enough. But it's because we are very judgmental of ourselves, right? We are our biggest cheerleader, but we are also our most critical judge of ourselves. And let's not do that to ourselves, because if we can't talk to ourselves kindly, then how are we going to talk to other people kindly? Or how are we going to cheer people up or help others if we're not able to help ourselves? We gotta have that overflowing love for ourselves so that we can spread love and give love, right? So that's my take on aging, because when we age with grace, when we accept our years, we don't fret the years as they come, because we know that we are gaining wisdom. We're aging normally. It's part of life. We can't stop aging. And so we're just loving the years, and we're waiting to see what's to come. I have adult daughters. They don't have families yet. But so right now I'm dreaming of having my own grandchildren one day, right? So yeah, that would be great. Right now I have a dog. But anyways, yeah, so I'm happy with my dog. I love him to pieces. My gizmo. Yeah. And again, if you want to really feel good about yourself, and if makeup helps you feel good about yourself, put some makeup. I love putting makeup because I've always been a person who loves putting makeup. And for me, it's like part of my daily look. especially if I am vlogging, because when I'm talking to the camera, I know that you're going to listen to me, and I want to be there for you. I want to dress up for you. Why? Because you are special. You are my loves. And you give me joy. You inspire me to keep doing what I do, to keep researching, to keep trying to come up with topics that I know will be helpful. So yes, a little makeup will help. A little lipstick will make you feel good about yourself. Try that. And I really hope you liked this episode. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like. Share this one, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I am hoping we can get to 11,000 subscribers the soonest possible time, because I like to grow our family. And then, it means to say that some people are finding my content valuable, some people are finding it helpful, and some people are learning from me, because that's my goal. Okay, that's my goal. Don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms and have a surprise. Well, I have my Instagram, which is @TheRealD. I have my TikTok, which is Jackie D. And I have finally created my new Facebook page. It's very new. I think I have 2 followers, and one of them is me, is Self-Esteem Through the Years. Well, I had one that was running, but it was tied up to my old Facebook account, which got hacked. And so when Facebook took it down, it also took down my page. So I really feel so sad. But that's fine. We got to move on, right? So that's my new page, Self-Esteem Through the Years. And I think it's better. It turned out better because we're getting older, right? So yes, we got to build our self-esteem and feel beautiful. Love yourself. You are special. And if you feel down, come to my YouTube channel. Come look for me, Jackie D. And then just look at those videos. And sometimes I post in my community page just to make you feel good about yourself and just to remind you that you're amazing. You're special. And that's why I show up for you, because I know that sometimes we need each other to just move on, right? And I need you to, because you make me feel really fulfilled when you watch my videos and when you tell me that, yes, it has helped you. That's my goal. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.